Hi guys, Angie here at Metro East Natural Healing Center with our Thursday live Q&A session. Welcome anyone that's joining me live. I hope more and more of you guys will come on live and submit some recipes for me to healthify for you. That's our topic again this week, how to healthify our comfort food recipes or just our standard recipes that we've had in our family for a long time and we don't want to lose when we're moving to more healthy choices for feeding your body. So Danielle on staff asked me to healthify macaroni and cheese. So I'm going to tackle that one to start off with, and then we'll see if we get any more submitted. Or you can go to our website and submit your recipes at any point, and I will tackle those in future Q&As. Okay, so my favorite healthy mac and cheese comes from a 21-day fix recipe that I found and adapted. It's called 21-day fix cauliflower cheeseburger mac. I give this one out in the health coaching room all the time. In fact, I just made it last night for dinner, so I brought in some leftovers. This is what I'll eat for lunch. It's one of my favorites because my family enjoys it, but also it's loaded with whole food nutrients from all that good cauliflower vegetable, and it's simple to make, and I usually always have all the ingredients on hand. I always have some type of ground meat in my freezer, and then I buy at Costco, but you can get lots of stores, the giant bag of frozen riced cauliflower. And it's individual pouches within this bag, so you're not opening a giant bag and letting it get all freezer burned, right? So it's, like I said, 1 pound of your ground meat. It can be hopefully organic. It can be beef, turkey, chicken, pork, whatever you like. You can switch it up all the time. And then it's just 1 pouch of that already riced frozen cauliflower. Usually I use a heaping tablespoon of gluten-free flour or almond flour, some avocado oil, a couple tablespoons of butter, and then it's 1 cup of whole milk or almond milk, and some shredded cheese. You can do, I like sharp cheddar, but you can do combos, some sharp cheddar. Sometimes I'll throw Parmesan in there that I grate up myself, off a wedge. And then the spices are simple, salt and pepper, and the secret one is nutmeg, a pinch or 2 in there. It helps anytime you do a cream sauce to do nutmeg. Okay, so all you do is turn on your oven to like 350 and lightly coat a baking dish with some oil. And then you start a big saute pan. Heat a couple tablespoons of avocado oil in it and cook that ground meat in there. Once it's brown, and always add salt and pepper every layer that you're cooking. This is how we get our flavor in our food. So you add your salt and pepper, get it browned, remove that ground meat to a bowl, and then in the same pan, you're going to put that pouch of the riced cauliflower in, and you start sauteing that. More salt and pepper. Get it cooking and stirring around. Get those little brown bits up off the bottom of the pan. That's where you get the really good flavor in your food too. And after you cook it a few minutes, you're going to add your couple tablespoons of butter in the center. Let that start to melt, and then that's where you add in your heaping tablespoon of flour and stir it around a bit. This is going to kind of thicken and make the sauce for your cheesy cheeseburger mac. So keep stirring that. Then this is when you add in your 1 cup of milk. I use whole milk. You can also use almond milk if you're not doing dairy. Stir it around really good, and it's going to start to thicken. Add a pinch or 2 of nutmeg and your salt and pepper again, and then turn the heat off. Now's the last step where you just stir in 1 cup of shredded cheese, stir it around just a bit, and then it'll start to absorb in. Move that from the pan into your baking dish that you prepared and top it with the rest, like a half cup of additional shredded cheese. Throw it in the oven for like 10 minutes at 350 until it gets like bubbly, or if you like the crispy browned edges, that can happen too. Pull it out, you're good to go. It's really satisfying. I do a salad on the side with it, and it's so awesome because you get so many nutrients from all that vegetable, the cauliflower rice versus a noodle. Now, that's like the highest level of super healthy on mac and cheese. Just below that would be doing a mac and cheese without gluten-filled noodles. So getting a dried, gluten-free pasta noodle. There's a good Martha Stewart recipe out there that I've used and adapted where she incorporates some butternut squash that you simmer in a whole milk and use ricotta and then just kind of mash that up, and that becomes some of the cheese sauce, right? Which is a win because you're getting a lot lower carb and more nutrients in that butternut squash mixed in. And maybe you can use a little bit less noodle that way, right? So those are just two ideas of healthifying our good old comfort mac and cheese. It doesn't look like anyone's submitted any other recipes that they'd like me to address, but that gives you a good place to start. You can come in and do, if you're at our clinic as a patient, you can come in and do a health coaching session. We have a drawer full of really healthy recipes. We always keep cookbooks in there too. But just keep in mind, a good source of protein, lots of vegetable, and a healthy fat all together every time you eat, and you're off to a good start for eating really healthy. So I hope that helps you start rethinking some of those old classics, and I hope that helps you be well and feed your body really great things. Thanks for joining me. Ciao.